Hey everyone, it's Kit.Nicole, and today we're doing some shoebox prep for this year's shoeboxes. So to start off with, packing together some reusable menstrual kits. I like this Top brand, especially because they seem to be good quality and they actually have a good variety of sizes. Now each box does only come with 2 wet bags, so I went on Amazon and ordered a 12 pack of uh, what's the word of waterproof makeup bags, and they ended up sending me a pack of 24, which I am not going to complain about because I could use extra pencil kits, and that's what I'll use them for. Now, with the Top, this brand seems like very good quality. They make good quality stuff. They also got nice pretty patterns. Each size has a different pattern, and there are 4 sizes in total in the box. Now, the reason why I like to put reusable menstrual pads in my older girl boxes is because several years ago I had read a blog article from Compassion Canada, which was just highlighting the issue of period poverty in a lot of the countries that they serve. And the biggest thing is girls tend to miss out on roughly a week of school every month just because they can't take care of their period properly. Some girls even go as far as selling themselves in order to be able to, in exchange for menstrual pads, simply put. So that's the reason why I'm kind of passionate about packing these. Most years I've tried to pack 4 pads in each box because I feel like that should help them get through the day. This year though, I'm kind of cutting back a little bit. I'm only packing 3 pads in a box, so at least help them get through a good chunk of the day. And the reason for this is these kits can be quite bulky. And I do have a lot of stuff that I want to put in these shoe boxes. I am working with smaller boxes this year, just the standard Go boxes. And also affordability wise, it was less expensive to buy 2 kits than 3 kits. And since I was planning to do 8 boxes, 2 boxes divided up very evenly instead of 3 boxes. So anyways, that's just my thoughts on it. Now, kind of the issue with these is there's 12 pads in each box, and there's 2 of one size, or 2 of a couple sizes, and then 4 of a couple other sizes. So I'm just kind of planning out here how I'm going to divide it up. I decided like the overnights will get a medium-sized pad and a panty liner, and then the other heavy pads will just get 2 of those and a panty liner. But I'll quit chatting for now. I'm just going to speed up this video while we pack the kits together. Now, I almost forgot to do this, but I did see a little while ago some of the other shoeboxing YouTubers had put together like, some clotheslines and clothespins in their menstrual kits. And since I still had some of this rope from one of my boxes that I bought it for last year, I thought that, hey, this would be a great way to use it up. And while I was in Calgary, one of the dollar stores I went into had this pack of clothespins that was the exact number that I needed. So since I'm just doing 3 pads in each kit, just dividing them up into sets of 3 for each. Now, as for the length of the rope, I wasn't quite sure how long to make it, to be honest. And even if they weren't using it as a clothesline, you wanted a usable length, so I more or less just use the length of my arms, so they're roughly about 5 feet each. And spoiler, I was still kind of surprised that I still have quite a bit of rope left, so I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with that. But we'll find something. And since we're just about wrapping up here, I kind of wanted to point out that while these are good kits to make for shoe boxes, if you have the funds available, you could also make these as filler kits. They're not really a fun kit, but they are a very practical blessing. So just wanted to put that out there. If anyone is looking for ideas, and since we're finished this up, I'm going to show you next what I'm doing with those craft supplies on the side of the screen here. Alright, so long story short, a couple years ago I went to Crazy Bins and I found a random bag of Jingle Bells. Kind of ran out of string, so this one only has one, but finally figured out what to do with the bells because they were all loose in that bag there. Picked up these wooden rings at Dollarama, plus some nice metallic cording there. I didn't really film much of the process because that ended up getting split over several days, and yeah, it also took a long while, so I'm just going to show you the end result towards the end of this video because I did pick up more string. Now what I'm doing here is I'm just pre-sharpening a bunch of pencils. So back to school season, usually the cheapest pencils are not sharpened. So that's pretty much what we're going to do here. I didn't stuff them all in this box of sharpened fun print pencils, just to kind of save some space in my stash. Then there's also some pencils that were found at the church. Their erasers on the end were still good, so just sharpening them up. One thing I don't like about a lot of the fun print pencils is that usually it's a plastic type of paper on the outside, and in the sharpener it ends up tangling around the razor, which ends up impeding the sharpening ability. So if you decide to get yourself a little electric sharpener like I have, that's just a warning I like to put out. And hindsight is 2020. I kind of wish that instead of going with the battery operated electric sharpener, and just showing you there that I'm not sharpening them to an exact tip, just to kind of keep the kids' hands a bit safe while they're digging around their boxes. And the camera just won't focus properly. There we go. I'm kind of sharpening them to a dullish tip instead of a sharp point. But yes, back to the pencil sharpener. If you're into packing a whole bunch of boxes and you're not getting the pre-sharpened pencils, I recommend getting those heavy-duty electric sharpeners that you have to plug in instead of the battery-powered one. Especially because battery-powered ones, the catcher doesn't hold a lot. This one I can get away with 8 to 10 pencils, so that's that. Alright, so finally made it to the end of the pencils. There's no more in the box. My hands are pretty sore from doing this. Nice and red. Altogether, I did about, what was it? It was 56 pencils altogether, and there's still about another 100 that I gotta do. But I will show you the finished product. So here are the Jingle Bells. Here is just some of the kind of the odd ones because they didn't quite divide up evenly. So one's just all silver, one is multicolored because a fidget advent calendar that I picked up at Crazy Bins had them. This one has 6, and then the rest of them just alternate between 3 silver and 2 gold, and 3 gold and 2 silver. And I forgot to show it on camera, but there was 1 ring left and a bunch of strings, so I just made a little kind of tassel ring out of them. So, and I have extra for filler. There's altogether 24 rings made. Now, I did have a challenge sharpening the pencils. These blue ones seem to actually be lower quality than the old Staples brand, their baseline. So these yellow Staples ones, they're a little bit older, and they sharpened a lot better in my sharpener than the blue ones did. So I might have to look for different pencils, just saying, but we're done. And now I can get started on the pencil kits. But that's it for today. Thanks guys for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.